well. I just show people what's going on.
I hated the whole camp corner this way.
Visual videos.
Oh, they're probably pushing after all. And then these twice.
Einfach einen Sticker auf den Boden zu legen, vor seinen Füßen. Oh mein Gott. Run this with this.
The chairman of the convention, Cheetah!
Good evening, everyone. Where's the lights? All right, this went over way too fast. I barely get to see anything of it. How did it work out for you? Was this good? I'm glad to hear that. Originally, my colleagues of the board were supposed to join me up here, but as usual, they are very busy at this time, literally with registration and counting lots of money. And Nightfox is doing some chairman things that I don't know, but it seems to be very important, so we can't make it up here. As usual, someone gave me the stack of cue cards, because when I go up here, that close before the Paw Patrol, my brain is wiped blank. So I'm going to do this off the paper. So first off, I have some fun statistics for you. First of all, at this moment, we have a complete head count of checked-in attendees of 5,237. And we have a couple of no-shows, so the actual number of tickets sold was 5,468, which is still kind of amazing. That's about 1,000 more than we were expecting, actually. So, it's great having all of you here. Thanks for coming and supporting us. Out of those 5,200 people, we had 891 sponsors and 591 super sponsors. Thank you extra hard for supporting this convention, because the donations by our sponsors and super sponsors is what keeps this con halfway affordable for everybody else. Because we love the CCH, we love it, but it's also hella expensive. But it's worth it. It's worth it. We love this place. In total, we sold 2,983 Eurofurence t-shirts. So also, thank you very much. that also helps support the con. All in all, it felt like we managed the registration queue quite well. For those who are here the first time, I'm going to come back next time. I will give you a little insider tip. We can only help process the queue fast, but we have no control over how many people queue. That means if registration opens at 8 and 5,000 people queue at 7, there will be a 5,000 people queue. That is simple physics. I'm sorry, we can't change that. So, as long as the queue moves smoothly, it's usually totally okay to be a little bit late. And as far as we are right now, even we had a lot more people than we thought. At the moment, nothing is limited. We are not running into any capacity limits yet. So, unless we tell you otherwise, you don't have to line up like we're opening like a new Apple store or anything. No tents outside, please. It's not necessary. Even though registration went so well, a multi-pass would sure come in handy, like one of these here. Q. There's supposed to be a video here. Or maybe not. Oh, there is! There we go.
Have you ever dreamed of having just one card to open all doors? Having one card that includes all your first badges. Forget it's called a hustle carrots. One card that brings you to a whole new level, even higher than the Radisson Sky Bar. The new multi-pass will give you access you've never dreamed of. Really. All access.
Two drafts, final, really final, version 5.1, really.avi. Right? Sure felt like it. So, yeah, I've got one. I have not yet found out what it does beyond opening beer bottles, but maybe I will, who knows. So, at this point, I would like to ask my very good friends, Uncle Kage and Noodles on stage. Hello. Will you come here? So these guys have somewhat become my emotional support animals here on stage, and they help me keeping calm and sane and sometimes hydrated. So, all right. Since I don't get to experience a lot of this con, and I do not actually get to leave this building during the entire week, what was your guys' impression? How well do you think does Eurofurence fit into the landscape of Hamburg? How was the mood outside? And honestly, do you feel like that we are somewhere more like little Pittsburgh now?
Yes. We feel that Eurofurence is getting to the point that Pittsburgh
Pittsburgh and Anthrocon reached years ago. We feel that the city of Hamburger and Eurofurence will become partners, drop page, in the future, and we are very excited by the it stops.
It says possums.
You know I have to ad-lib now. Take that shit. The printer ran out of ink.
Yeah.
Remember, if you saw the presentation I did earlier, I did Uncle Kage's story, I did the charity show, and I kind of made fun of the fact that Anthrocon has been trying to out-cool Eurofurence for years. Anthrocon invented the concept of partnering with the city to make magic. Anthrocon took the city of Pittsburgh and we turned them furry. And we thought we were cool. That took us years. Eurofurence has been in Hamburg 2 years. You're already 90% of the way there from making Hamburg the furriest city in all of Europe.
And from what I've heard, Media Echo has been great. I've seen a lot of TV crews out here. We had lots of reporters. People forwarded me articles and it was all like super positive. And that's not to the last part of you guys, because you did listen and you behaved fine and you were good ambassadors for the furry fandom. And again, thank you for that. And let's go on like that. Make that the start of a great furry history in Hamburg. So then of course, more numbers.
Numbers?
Yes, I have numbers.
Oh, you need a scientist.
Yeah, exactly, like 5, 0, 9, there's a couple of 4s down there. No, honestly. One aspect that I love about Eurofurence is how much we support and appreciate art. And, oh yeah, okay, all right, yeah, I understand this. This is the wrong headline.
Oh, drop page.
This is
okay, give it this each.
This is so perfect. All right, yeah. the section about the fursuit says art stats, and the section about the art stats says fursuit art. Well, basically, you are walking, talking pieces of art.
Yeah,
to take it like that. We have 2,400 fursuiters registered here on site, which. That's a lot. I have no idea if we're at the point where the end of the parade reaches the convention center before the last people have left. You know how that feels?
I was there. You were 3 minutes away.
Oh, God.
The difference was 3 minutes before the end of the parade and the beginning of the parade. How do I know that? I was sitting there timing it.
So I guess next time we have to zigzag the route more. All right, yeah. I think the situation in the fursuit lounge just about worked out. It was super cramped in there, especially at the beginning and the ending of the fursuit ride. But thanks to you guys being so supportive and actually not filling up the space with boxes and hard cases, the space was actually working out fine, and we did not have any emergencies. That was very good, and thank you again for that.
I went to knock on wood.
Yes.
There.
That people got badges for, which is voluntary, is about like 300 more, which means that a lot of you brought many suits, and I think the record we have, that was one person who got badges for 10 different suits. How many do you have?
Well, I think I registered one for every spot on me, so I don't know, we could be all night here counting, but it's okay, I'll pick up all the...
You missed a spot. You missed a spot.
Where?
Turn around.
Where?
Turn around. Right, right there. Right, turn.
What?
Right there. That's the spot you missed. Right there.
You're gonna put a badge on it?
I will. Oh, the camera got that in close up. It was beautiful.
So did the internet.
So, the next number I have is that in the fursuit lounge, those fursuited ate around a quarter ton of Haribos,
What?
250 kilograms of Haribos.
Well, hang on. Wait, what?
Hold on, is that in
Probably 50
yeah?
kilograms metric. Kilograms are metric.
Yeah.
And about 9 kilograms of salty snacks, which kind of dwarfs the Haribos. And they note that they ate 40 kilograms of sugar, but they did not say how they ate the sugar. It just said
Something
40 kilograms of sugar.
We're gonna let that go. Go on.
Yes, I mean they were well fueled and energized.
Well, this explains why I saw all the dog fursuiters doing zoomies around the courtyard yesterday.
Yeah. The first joining the parade, the estimated number is 1,400, which almost doubles it from last year's 800 people in the parade.
Drop page.
Drop page. All right. Yeah, we had. Luke has a message. Okay, we also extended our music programming this year. We had 10 different scheduled concerts on 3 stages, and I'm still amazed that our AV crew could pull that off. I know they worked day and night together with the professionals from the CCH and Norman and Müller.
I am not amazed that your AV crew could pull that off. They are gods.
They are awesome. Thank you to the crew. All the DJs and people on the various stages had a lot of fun, and we are also hoping you're going to join us on the last official dance tonight, the Big Blue Dance, after the Pauper Show. And unlike last year, we are going to bring back the Dead Dog Party on Sunday evening. And there's a little speciality about that. Since we are very limited on the space we could rent for that, we have a capacity, I think, of around 1,500 people. And so the way we are trying to make sure we don't run over our limit and don't have to stand there with counters is that we are going to give out tickets for the Dead Dog Party for all people with a red staff lanyard. These tickets are going to be free. And for everyone else, we are asking for a €1 charity donation for the tickets, and you can get tickets for the Dead Dog Party at the security desk, and they also have other details. I think there's a regulation that you can like bring your SD with you or stuff like that. They did not put that on the crew card, and so my brain forgot about it.
We had 2,253 registered artists. There were more than 400 dealers on an almost doubled floor space. The people were sold out on day 1. There were 1,380 exhibits in the art show. The top bid was €1,700 for Arvin and their piece Under the Covers.
Okay, beyond that, bids also have gone to a twig from one of the shrubbery things at the entrance.
Wait. Say that again.
Yeah, they bought a twig from one of our plants in the art show.
Wait, back up. Say that again with a couple more sentences. What the hell?
Yeah, someone apparently put like bid stickers on one of the decoration plants on the entrance area of the art show.
Fucking courage.
And they got it. And it went to charity. To the adult section signage in the art show. Do you have the signs?
Department.
That was not originally for sale, but the amount on it actually convinced us otherwise.
Oh, what's coming?
So you can put this on your bedroom door now, whoever got that. Just show it to the audience. There we go. So Simon, will you have a new bedroom sign now? That's not the procedure I want to go into charity. I have no idea if you're going to start like a history of selling off the furniture, but yeah, if it's for a good cause, why not? Draw a page.
Draw a page. That's right at the bottom, dude. Just reach. It's got a magnificent ass.
So you will need all section now. Charity!
Skipper and his crew.
Charity! 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 Charity!
There we go.
There it is!
Mr. Q. If the Paul Penn show starts late, it's his fault.
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, there was that. I'm fine with that. I'm going out for dinner after this. I need it finally. As you see, I have a lot of notes. Security, please lock the doors. You're trapped in here with me until then. Well, we had a lot of fun stuff happening. That's the fun part of being in charity, is that you come up with all sorts of crazy things. For example, we had a person auction. English difficult. After a week, I need beer.
Beware, that's not beer.
You. This is Germany, right? They sold for a total of 2,245 euros. The highest bidder was 260 euros for Kahlua. I know who the winner is. I hope you are happy. Speaking of thirsty people, we also had a call donation comparing Mr. Wolf to Death Wolf. Yes, you are thirsty. Mr. Wolf only earned us 110 euros. Death Wolf 265. I hope you all came by our auction table in the outro. We had a lot of weird things again, like the core of truth. We also had all of the fursuits from EF, a ball of fluff on a plywood, something, and someone called it. Why? You could just go to the fursuit lounge and pick up all of the fluff yourself.
If you mount it onto a board, it becomes art. And if you sign it, it becomes expensive art.
Thank you, we love it. We love to see all of the weird things. So, the next thing I am going to ask the representative from Hilterschutz Deutschland to join me on stage. 22,702 euros and 99 cents. I'll now hand over the microphone to the lovely representatives. One final thing is I actually would like to say thank you to all of the other departments that we have been working together with. Security, ConOps, the amazing stage team putting together all of this so I can stand here and talk for who knows why. Somehow they gave me a red lantern. Idiots.
It's a curse.
Yes?
You look competent in front of the wrong person.
It's enchanted, you actually can't take it off.
Honestly, I was drunk. Both when being vice director and the actual director. Vice director, I was 5 minutes from being blackout drunk. It's not even a lie. The very last thing is actually a thank you to all of you. We wouldn't be able to do all of this without all of you. All of your happy smiles, all of your fluffy hugs, all of your money. You make all of this worth it. Thank you so much from behalf of the
Page. Okay, Sniffer exits the stage. Ask guests of honor to enter. Hello. So there's Edith Schleus, our guest of honor. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here for the opening ceremonies because she had to work all day and all night. But certainly someone who has spoken on more stages than I have and played. So I hope you had a good time.
I had a wonderful, thrilling time. I'm totally overwhelmed.
That's awesome to hear. If you had to pick the most interesting event you either saw or did, what would you say was that?
Like, first I can say the most difficult thing was that I always had to pick something. I always had to decide. They always said, well, pick the best picture, do this. And I thought everything is so wonderful. So I cannot make up my mind. I'm, as I said, overwhelmed. And yeah, so I thought, what was the best? Well, actually the best was the atmosphere. There were fantastic some fantastic suits, fantastic events, but above all of that was the fantastic atmosphere that meant the appreciation and the love. And I think every politician should be obligated to come here and spend the time here with you. And then they would know how love works and how politics work and how being together with people works, because what you can learn here is humanity. So, and as everybody's in a fur costume, does it mean that animals are the better people? Thank you so much. I don't think I deserve to be here. I just did a little coaching on the puppet show, so that was it. So thank you for having me as a part of you, for sharing all the beautiful being with me. So yeah, I go home very gifted, very rich. I never felt poor, but now I'm rich. And yeah, thank you so much, everyone.
And yeah, I think someone there has something for you.
Again, I have some. Oh my God. There was such a bag on my hotel room anyway, so. No way.
So, thank you very much for coming.
I'm not crying.
It's all right. It's all right. You know, everybody back there ready to perform the puppet show is probably right now like in a fetal position going like, oh my God, she's gonna watch us.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So yeah, so everything that's very good, you say, wow, they're cool puppeteers. It's my fault. Everything that works wrong, that goes wrong, is also my fault.
Yeah, we had a year ago, we had some really great training sessions with Iris, and we learned a lot about puppeteering that we kind of should have known before, but yeah, we didn't. I don't know why. Some things you can teach yourself, some things you just don't come up with. So that was a great thing, and also led to the idea to invite her as the guest of honor. And yeah, when we asked her where she wanted to have her reserved seat, we said, for the puppet show, maybe you shouldn't sit in the first row because that's really actually gives you the worst perspective. And she was like, no, I'm not going to sit in the 10th row. I need to be in the first row. I need to smell you people behind the stage. And that is so typical for her. Unfortunately now, thanks again for coming and enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Cool, now I have two. Which is it going to be? This one? Or this one? Or this one? Maybe this one.
Line number 2. Get Cheetah to stand beside Zeke Hyena. That's checked. Alright, next up. What does that line number 2 say again? I can't read Deutsch.
It's 40.
Oh, 40. 40 volunteers joined the more than... Is that
500?
500 people of the staff.
This year. So.
What? 500 staff. And security staff alone, the people keeping all of you safe out there, making sure you are all having a good time. Total hours of scheduled duty, 2,340 hours of security schedule.
That's insane! And every time I talk to any professional event organizer and I tell them that we have a volunteer security force that is actually part of the organization, they say, no, we can't do that. That's not going to work. We say, we've been doing it for 30 years, so it does work. I want to thank everybody who was on staff, all the directors, everyone who helped us make this fandom even greater and more valuable than ever before, and putting their hundreds of endless hours into this without any compensation except that applause. And the little bird just told me the tickets for the Dead Dog Party are not being handed out at the security desk, but at the Conops info desk. So don't go to the wrong desk.
Dog page.
Dog page.
You know, someone's got to pick up all these pages afterwards. Not it.
Okay, one thing, we were a little bit too fast on opening ceremonies when I told you that I would be announcing the date for next year's EF on this stage. I am sad to say I'm actually not going to do this, and there are some good reasons for that, because we had some meetings with hotel managers around Hamburg during these days, and we are still awaiting some contracts to be signed with them. And we are probably going to need like another week or two to maybe get all that signed and get a couple of room blocks, especially for staff, by the way. So all the staffers here, yes, we are doing this for you. All the staffers will get an advance notice, and we will have probably room blocks set up so that especially the volunteers here get a chance to get a room before we release the Kraken. What I can tell you though is the theme of next year's Eurofurence, so the theme of Eurofurence 29 is going to be Spain! So, any last words from you guys?
What?
Other than being like my stage support animals.
Oh, wait, that last page.
Last page, that's the last page.
No, this one. This one you didn't see. I didn't need that shit. Every convention operates on the blood, sweat, and tears of hundreds of staff members who are all volunteers who give their all so that all of you can have a good time. That's the entire purpose. These folks go through all of that stress so that you can have fun. But at the end, there's one person, that last step in the rung, the last ladder, the last person, the buck stops here. The one who bears the overall responsibility, all of the stress, everything falls on the shoulders in the end of one decision maker. The chairman of the largest furry convention in the world raises his glass to the chairman of the finest furry convention in the world.
Thank you. I did not put it on stage to say that. We didn't have to do that. Just in case anybody's wondering.
Actually, the note said kick Bobby off stage first, so yeah.
No, I have been asked to. Actually, yes. This is yours. This is for this man right here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Pet show, which is scheduled to start at, is it 1900?
Now it's probably going to be.
No, when is the Pet show scheduled to start?
I'm only running this thing. I'm not supposed to know when it starts.
Doesn't matter. I have been asked to announce the Pet show is going to start exactly on time to the second. So we are going to vacate the stage now, so the Pet show will begin in just a few moments. We'll see all of you there.
Have a great rest of the evening, and maybe see you tomorrow at the next one. Bye!
tonight. I'm straight fine.
Closed.
This is Jan here. If you had fun watching this video, except maybe I will film the better party, but I don't know. Yeah, hope you have a good time, like, subscribe, like, yada. And it's over. At least.